Hi, and welcome to Cyclone Broadcasting. I'm Mary Stratton.
And I'm Izzy Omont. The community has mostly returned to normal after the eclipse festivities. Enthusiasts and tourists joined scientists from NASA, the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, and the Paris Observatory to experience the event. Our team was with NASA and the rest of the experts to break down the happenings of the eclipse.
I'm Mary Stratton here with Cyclone Broadcasting, and we have NASA right here at the Center for the Arts telling us all about the 2024 solar eclipse coming to Russellville.
You know, we approach things from the theoretical side to try to understand. We approach things from an observational side of things to compare to theory, or trying to make those things connect. And at the end of the day, it doesn't so much affect the general populace, but more this pursuit of understanding is maybe the thing that is most important, is what I'm trying to get at.
So if one were to occur during the eclipse, and the good news right now is it's quiet on the sun, but we are watching one sunspot that is moving into view, and it may be there still during the eclipse. So if one were to occur during the eclipse, it generally would send all that mass still towards the Earth, and because of how short the eclipse is itself, it wouldn't impede that from still occurring on the Earth.
What makes that different is where the moon is in its orbit, how much of an alignment you get between the Earth, the moon, and the sun. If you have a perfect alignment, but the moon is a little too far away, you get an annular eclipse. If it's a little closer, you get a total eclipse. And if it's not quite aligned properly, you get a partial eclipse.
Stay with us with school news after this break.
Friday is Cyclone Theater's opening night for their spring show, Mamma Mia. I talked to lead actor Maddie Estep about how she's preparing for her first show, and we hear a sneak peek of her favorite song.
Honestly, this is the first show I've ever done, so it is a little nerve-wracking, but especially for lead, for being your first show, I am a little nervous, but I've got great people around me who are helping me out, so I think it'll come together, it'll be good. I listen to music 24/7. I'm a big music person, so in my car, I'll listen to the Broadway musical soundtrack of it, and the songs that I sing, and even all the other songs so I can hear my parts, because even if it's a song I'm not leading, I'm still singing in it. So I'll listen to for my part in those songs. But at home, I will sing. Like, me and my family are constantly singing. So me and my little sisters will sing my songs together, or I'll go outside and I'll try to practice because I'm pretty loud. So my favorite part is the people, because I've always known the people, but I've never I feel like I'm becoming more close with them. I mean, so much time that we're spending together, I'm getting new friends and I like it, so it's fun. My favorite song is one that Izzy Clement sings. She's my mother in the play, and she sings "Winner Takes It All" by ABBA. Oh my gosh, could cry every time I hear it. It's the best thing ever, and her voice is so angelic, and so it just sounds so good. If my character could skip everywhere, she definitely would. I feel like that's how I am. I'm always bouncing around and doing something, so I feel like that's how Sophie is as a character. The primary difference is that I don't have 3 dads, and I am not about to get married, and I'm not 20 years old. My 3 dads, the 3 contestants it's Sam, Bill, and Harry. So that's Adam Arzaga, Zane Wood, and then Zach Baldwin. And they play the roles very good. They're very good at what they do. Yeah, those are my three dads. Definitely in front of peers for me. Honestly, I think that the most nerve-wracking thing of this whole process is getting comfortable around people in practice. Because they're so close, and I've never done this before, so it feels like I'm being so vulnerable, just trying. And so it made me very nervous, like just to sing or like to dance or to act in front of these people because they're very good. And so I was like pretty intimidated when I first did it. And so that was the most nerve-wracking thing. And I think that it will probably be the same way when it's showtime. It'll be more nerve-wracking with the people I know and the people I'm closer to than just some strangers. The dates are April 25th through the 28th. So I think there definitely is a school showing, but come to the ones outside of school too, you know what I mean? Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. I've been so lucky. Be there. Whoop.
Jack Gray interviewed Miss Barron to shine some light on the garden in the science department. As an environmental science teacher, she shares some of the history, objectives, and plan for the garden.
So it actually was in existence before I got here. So I have been here for about 5 years. And at least this part of the garden already existed. I think that Mr. Campbell, Chuck Campbell, that used to work here, got a grant working with like Farm Credit Union. And they set up this part of the garden. And then since Ms. Hefner and I have taken it over in the last 5 years, we have added all the beds over in this direction and expanded on the gardens. So we've been working on trying to make it as little maintenance as possible, and also, you know, kind of battling with the fact that the height of what we would usually think of as our growing season here is in the summer when nobody's here. And so looking for things that we could grow over the winter and also harvest in the spring and that sort of thing. So we've added some perennials. So along in these beds right here, these are strawberries and blueberries. So we added those, and a perennial is something that's going to come back every year, so you don't have to replant it again and again. And so we've added all of those here. We've also added blackberries back there and a row of raspberries and a couple even beds of asparagus. And so those are things that we're hoping that will come back. We won't have to plant them. We don't have to do that every year. Usually up behind me next to the school, we plant those with winter vegetables. And so those are our beds that we have. I've created a little bit of a covered area for those in the winter, so that like when we had a really cold snap this year, I could cover those up with our hoop houses. And so we grow a lot of the cold weather things, kale, lettuce, leafy greens, spinach, up in that area. And then we have this area to my right that we have added some irrigation. So our perennials and this bed along the walk path is irrigated, so that hopefully we can keep those alive during the summer when nobody's here to take care of them. So we're trying to kind of compartmentalize it and work with what we got and around the constraints that we have.
Stay with us for Cyclone Sports after the break.
As the temperature heats up, so does the competition. Our sports producer Drew Hill sat down with junior Cade Palmer to get his take on how their season has turned out and if it's met his expectations. He also shares his thoughts on who has stood out and his personal performance.
Yeah, I mean, just coming out early, you know, not lagging behind, not giving teams time to hang around with us. I think you come out, you set the tone early, you show who you are, you show what you're there to do, and from then on, the rest of the things should take care of themselves if you play fundamental baseball. Yeah, I think this team, even more so than other teams I've been a part of in the past in this program, have done an excellent job of weathering the storm. You know, baseball is a game of failure, so you're going to face a lot of trials, hard times are going to come your way, balls aren't going to bounce your way. But I think this team has done an excellent job of just keeping a level head, not getting too high or too low, and that's been fun to watch. I definitely think so. You know, it's humbling to come out and get punched in the mouth like that when you know you should be the better team on paper. So that's tough. It's definitely a reality check, but it's fun, you know, it kind of develops that underdog mentality, that chip on your shoulder, and you don't want to feel that again. So that's been good for us. I think we're right in line where those expectations were. You know, we wanted to come in, we wanted to be able to put ourselves in an opportunity to compete for a conference championship, and we're about halfway through the season now, and we're definitely in position to do so, so we're very pleased with that. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been lots of people that have far exceeded any expectations that we had for them. I mean, obvious guys, like, no one really got to see who Tristan Newberry was last year because he was hurt, and if you've been able to follow it all, you've known what he's been able to do for us this year, and he's played really, really, really good baseball. Another guy, Peyton Kaufman, has started the year really, really hot. Dude like Breck Basham recently has gotten opportunities, and we have been he's exceeded any expectations we had. He's played really good baseball. So, I mean, there's been lots of dudes, but off the top of my head, those are dudes that I've thought of. Yeah, I mean, I want to come out and I want to be able to do whatever I can for the team, and I feel like for the most part I've been able to do that. I've been able to lead, play good baseball, and I think we've played together as one and we've done well.
RHS softball player Ava Brock talked with us about what her pregame routine looks like and what her role will be like next year as a senior. She also talked to us about her state ranking because, yes, she's just that good.
I am, for home runs right now, for all the people who have entered their stats, I'm top 3 in the state for home runs, which the season's not over yet, which I'm very thankful for because some of the girls' seasons are almost over, which that gives me more of an advantage to get up in that rank. Last year I was 8th in the state for catching, and this year I'm going to be higher. I've just decided. I've been working, so.
I will be higher. I'm better.
My goal is to be higher this year, but the person who did that ranking did get let go of their job, so I don't know if that's going to change something or not.
What do you find to take leadership of anything?
So at the beginning of the season, we did have like a tryout kind of for leaders. So we have like squads that leaders are over, and I am one of them, and Brenna's also one of them, but with her graduating, I'll definitely have to step up into that spot.
When it comes to that?
I think with Brenna, yes, but I don't think I'll be the one to fill it. We're 2 totally different people, so I think I'll just have my own pair of shoes.
Lady Cyclone's dynamic athlete Brenna Burke signed at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. The future Trojan gave us insight on her past and upcoming season and what it means to pursue her dream of being a Division I basketball player.
As a freshman coming in, I'm actually the only incoming freshman, which is a little intimidating. There are several COVID seniors, which it'll be their 5th year of playing college basketball, and then there will be transfers coming in. So, you know, being the only freshman, again, a little intimidating, but I definitely have something to prove. I just want to help the team however I can my freshman year. There's already a lot of talent there, whether that be, you know, my goal is to play as many minutes as possible, but I just want to do what's best for the team and help them win. Come in, hit some shots, you know, handle the ball under pressure, that kind of thing. But just wherever they need me freshman year, because there already is a lot of talent there. My parents always said, like, as soon as I was able to walk, I was dribbling a basketball. I've always been big in sports, softball, tennis, volleyball. Growing up, basketball was always my number one. Now, I've gone through a lot with basketball, but it just has proved the Lord's faithfulness that has gotten me back to this amazing senior year. I didn't know if I was even going to play basketball in college, but the senior year the Lord has provided a few options for me, and I'm just very thankful for it. Yeah, since I was a little girl, college basketball, I've always wanted to play it. You know, that's always been a dream, but having no offers coming into my senior year, you know, it was kind of up in the air. Like, I didn't know what I was going to do. You know, I played tennis and softball as well, and I actually had a tennis and a softball offer before I ever had a basketball offer. So of course, you know, I did consider playing softball or tennis, but yeah, basketball has always been number one in my heart. So just looking forward to pursuing that at the college level.
It's the middle of track season, but it's only the beginning of a track career. I spoke with Kyra White about the challenges she faces as a discus thrower and the goals she has for the future. She's only a sophomore and she's already breaking records.
I would say to just continue to grow. Right now I'm at a good place while being a sophomore, so I think that just continuing to grow and throw further and listening to my coaches and the feedback they have for me will just build me up more and more. Starting in 7th grade, I feel like some coaches didn't think I had the ability to do what I was doing, so just believing in myself and not listening to the people on the outside built me up to where I am right now. I want to see where I will be at whenever I'm a senior. Not many people are in my place right now. So just like seeing the growth I've gone through, and just knowing that whenever I become a senior, that the goals that I want to accomplish, I will be there. I feel like the coaches that I have right now, I don't think anybody in the state of Arkansas has a great coach like I do.
And that's all for this episode of Cyclone News. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and our brand new YouTube page at Cyclone Broadcasting. My name is Blake Tanner, and have a great day.